From Bloomberg World Headquarters in New York, your link to the world of business, economics, finance, and investment. This is Bloomberg Surveillance.
This is one of the most interesting CEO interviews of the year. Facebook down some 40% from its IPO. In the same period, Fortress Paper of Canada is down 60-some%. It is a brave chief executive officer who can go out and explain the story when the house is on fire, that fire from, at the minimum, a significant cash burn. Chad Wasilenskov joins us, CEO of Fortress Paper. Great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
You have a set of businesses run out of Vancouver. You're piecing together a paper company that has pulp, reconstitution or whatever, making euros,
yes,
making banknotes.
Yep.
You have a wallpaper company, and the stock is to be kind, not doing well. Let's look at the chart. Immediate triage required. What does your board want from you right now?
Basically, we've got a couple of issues going on behind the scenes. We've got one mill, our banknote mill in Switzerland, that is losing money. The main reason for that is the change in the currency. With the euro crisis going on, obviously everybody's been flooding into Swiss francs as well as some of the more stable currencies. So our cost structure has dramatically changed. We went from 20% profit margins to negative 10% profit margins. So while that's out of our control, we really need to optimize, focus on higher margin products, and really streamline the operation.
I mean, forget about all the business practices, handbooks. You are living a stock implosion day to day. What do you do to right this ship? I'm fascinated. What's your to-do list today to turn Fortress Paper around?
In terms of the share price and creating investor confidence again, it's exactly this, coming out, getting the story out there, and correcting some of the fallacies there in the marketplace. Our stock did come down quite heavily on our third quarter. Several of the analysts made erroneous projections, I would say.
What did they say wrong?
We had always anticipated that as our mill ramps up, we'd get down to about this is our pulp mills in Canada where we make dissolving pulp, which is becoming the material asset of our company. We'd get down to a cost structure of about $750 per ton. Their fixed costs are higher right now because we've not ramped up to full production, but their indications or expectations are our variable costs would never allow us to get down there. But unfortunately, a pulp mill is a very complex operation.
Massive fixed cost operation. If you're in the paper industry, whatever it is, you've got a huge fixed cost nut. Do you need to strategically change your vision of pulp, wallpaper, and banknote, given this implosion in the stock and the sell-side reaction?
No, absolutely not. All three businesses remain core to us. They're very focused, and we actually are looking for further growth acquisitions. We look for contrarian types of investments. Our wallpaper mill, we paid €5 million for it 5 years ago. Now it's doing $40 million of EBITDA.
I will give you, I've been told the wallpaper Dresden part is successful, but pulp, to me, is almost like aluminum. There's no barrier to entry. Isn't there a worldwide glut of this pulp processing?
Regular paper pulp, yes. That's why we were able to buy a mill that was a high-cost producer. It went bankrupt. It's $1 billion asset. Had some environmental problems, but we got the asset for $1. Government took on the environmental assets to save the jobs. We're completely reconverting it, making a totally different product now, a chemical cellulose product. So we turned it into a biorefinery with great profit margins. We're now a low-cost producer.
What do you want to tell the sell side this morning if they've got this wrong?
To do a little bit more homework. They think our variable costs are static. It's not the case in a pulp mill.
You're going to take costs out here in the coming weeks?
Absolutely. The variable costs come down when the mill runs effectively and efficiently. So the variable costs are also higher per ton if you're not running optimally. I
want you to come back in like 6 weeks or 12 weeks, and I want to continue this discussion. I think this is remarkable how you've got the courage to come out here while your stock's getting absolutely hammered.
I'd love to come back.
Chad, thank you so much. Chad Wasilenskov with Fortress Paper.